Good morning, it is Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that this is a situation where everything has not already been recorded. So I'm not going to sit here and explain to you what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap or a post commentary. I'm recording myself, seeing the information for the very first time. So if you want an unscripted look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then you're going to get that here. So I will pause for now and I'll be back in about 4 minutes at the open. And the markets are open. Watching MRNA out of the opening gates here, but going to watch this first minute go by. Very interested about this green line here. So what I'd like to see is for the price to come up and then work its way back down through there. But definitely not going to touch this one on the opening minute here. So there we go. Good. Now it's come up quite a bit of a ways above there. But let's see if it wants to come back into play. Again, watching that 386, but I'm not going to touch it during the first minute of the day. So again, this is a 1 minute candlestick, which is just showing us what's happening during that first minute, which is why it's still moving. So it'll stop moving after the first minute of the day is completed. There we go. So now I'm wondering about 388. 388 maybe down to 386. In there at 388. Let's see if we can get the move down to 386. So starting to move. Got to get down through 387. There we go. Can we get to 386? Let's try in. Come on. Let's give it another try. Obviously a very volatile one. Well, that's not good. Wow. Gonna give it another chance so to come back down. Don't want to get spooked out of it. Wow, so close to my initial profit target at 386 and then just totally turned around. But like I said, try not to get spooked out of it. This may just be a temporary spike. So let's see what it wants to do here. Dropping down kind of. So it's trying to come back down. So there we go. Still got to get back down to that 386 region. So coming down. Still got more work to do though. $386. That is the question. Just got to give it a chance. Think if it can break 387 this time, I think it's got a good chance of breaking down through 386. So I think at this time, I think the key break is actually 387. But I don't know. Like I said, these are live, so I could be wrong. Maybe 387 never comes into play again. And now it's starting to bounce back up. Again, choppy, but hasn't done anything wrong. Wow, and that fast things turned around, huh? Crazy. Does it really want to come back down? Not totally hopeful right now, but I suppose you never know. Got to get below 390 though. I think if it can get back below 390, it puts things back into the realm of possibilities here. But I don't know if it can get down through 390. This may be just a little consolidation area here. All right, I'm going to, how long is, well, we're at 7 minutes. All right, I will go ahead and pause for now. And if it looks like I'm either going to get stopped out or if this thing starts to go in my favor, then I will get the video rolling at that point. All right, we're kind of coming back into play here as it's working back down to 388. So maybe, just maybe. Again, 387 was that area that I thought would need to be broken. That gives me a great chance. So it's still got to get down through 388 before my original test would even come into play here. But given this thing plenty of opportunity to try to work out here. But yeah, 388 being bit stubborn. All right, well, if it looks like 388 is going to come back into play, I will get the video rolling at that point. Well, and that fast, it's coming back into play. Can it break down through 388? There we go. 387. Can it get down through there? But like I said, 386 is the golden goose point. Once again at 387. Can it finally break 386? Let's see. So I took out 250 shares there just because at this time I have no idea if it wants to break or not. I've given this thing so much opportunity, as you've seen, and it just continues to bounce around. So I wanted to mitigate my risk here in case it does bounce against me. Still very well could be a losing trade. There's no doubt about that, because I don't know what it wants to do. I've officially thought it would have broken down by now. It still may, which is why I still have shares. But at the same time, it could very well just bounce up against me, and I'll need to take the loss. But that's why I still have 200 shares. There we go. Got the break. Can we get some continuation here? Okay, I got some shares out there. Let's see if this thing wants 384, or better yet, down below the lows. So still have 100 shares left. Now it's just a question of, does this thing want to break down through the lows? Which would be awesome. Well, I'm glad I hung on to those 200 shares because I was wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong, but yeah, in hindsight, I should have held on to full position size, but at that time, I just didn't know what was coming next. Again, right now, seeing if this thing wants to break to new lows. See what happens. It's approaching them. There we go. Nice. Still have 50 shares left. See if can we really get the break at 382? Maybe. Let's see. So have 25 shares left. And I'm going to call it good. $1,100 on the trade. And I do realize that at the peak, I was down more than that. But everything would have worked out fine. That gain would have been much more equated to the risk reward. But remember, I had to, just from a risk management perspective, take some off right there. And I realized, had I held on to those 250 shares, that number would have been a whole lot bigger. But that is the challenge of trading, is at that time, for all I knew, because like I said, this truly is live. And at that moment in time, I felt as though, this thing could bounce back up. And, I at least want to have a much lower loss at that point, because I'd only be taking a loss on, 200 shares as opposed to all 450. And I would have locked in some gains. But like I said, the point here right there was not to make money. The point there was not to be scoring wins. And the point was risk management, lower position size, and sure, some profits did come by doing that, but that wasn't the main motivation. The main motivation was, this thing is bounce and bounce and bounce. What happens if it bounces again? I wanted to make sure that, the loss would have been much more under control, but hey, it didn't, and it kept on going down. So yes, I'm right there with you. Clay, why did you get rid of all those shares? Because you quote unquote only made $1,100. Now granted, $1,100, and let's see, it's 9:43. So we'll call it 15 minutes, $1,100 in 15 minutes. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about that at all. So I'm not trying to come across as saying only that, but I do understand that, yeah, when this thing was spiking upwards, the loss was bigger than what the ultimate gain came out to be. But that's why I'm trying to explain to those people that, we'll probably type that in the comment section. Yes, but this gain would have potentially been much more near that had I actually held on to the full position size. But for the reasons already discussed from a risk management perspective, I wanted to at least lessen the load once it got down there to that first profit area at 386. And That way it helped. I'm just kind of just stalling here, helped mitigate things. But overall, I'm not going to complain at all. $1,100. And also, Clay, how did you hold through that move? Because the chart didn't do anything wrong. And right there, you can see that, the power of charts. Look at that line. Went up there, got rejected right by it. Now, had it kept going up, okay, I would have had to wave the white flag. That would not have been pleasant. And this is why trading can be high probability in the sense of not guaranteed, but hey, you know what? Put yourself in a position where something is most likely to happen. And that's what I did here. So sure, things are looking. How did you hold through it? Because I understand the probabilities. I understand, the most likely scenario. And the most likely scenario, well, guess what? It happened to play out here. And now, is the most likely scenario, did I know that it would come up here and then all the way down there? Obviously not. Had I known that, I wouldn't have taken position out early, right? But as far as, okay, do I really want to get spooked out at the very top? I didn't. I held through it and ultimately turned out to be just fine. Now, yeah, had it kept going up, the loss would have been there. The loss would have been larger. But that's just when you, play the probabilities, things like that can work themselves out. But overall, very happy with the trade. I'm not a greedy savage, and if I can walk away with $1,100 in my pocket after 15 minutes, then I will do that. Definitely a longer trade for me though. So I'm usually not in trades for those of you not familiar with my screen. So there's the time. So I got in at 9:31:11, out at 9:40. Yeah. So over basically, let's call it a 12-minute trade. What are you talking about, Clay? 12 minutes is a long time for you. Yeah. Believe it or not, as a day trading scalper, 12 minutes was quite a bit of time, but I held. I let it work for me. Let it get down to my profit areas, and then I'm just glad that I didn't take everything out right there, because yeah, that would have been a $450 win, sure, because I could have gotten $1 for those shares, but I would have left a whole lot more than $450 on the table, right? Because it turned out to be the $1,100 win right there. So that's all I have for you. Now, real quick before I go, if you do enjoy these live trade videos and a couple quick things from me, please hit the like button and leave a basic comment down below, even if it's just saying hi, a thumbs up emoji. These videos are not the easiest to make because they are truly live. So I truly am sitting here trying to talk to you, trying to think about what I want to say to you, trying to think for myself, trying to implement these trades, trying to press buttons, trying to make alerts in the community, and all these things. And, it's very difficult. Now, it's totally doable. It's totally possible. Been doing this for years. But I just want to make sure that I'm not, that it's worth the time and effort to put into these videos. So if it is worth the time and effort, if you enjoy them, if you like watching, then please just communicate that to me. And very easily, hit the like button, leave a simple comment down below, and that goes a long way to communicating to me that it's worth my time to do these videos. But I'm going to call it good. I'm not here to sit in front of my computer for all day long. I will gladly move on with my day if I can walk away with the $1,100 in 15 minutes or so. But everybody take care, have a good one, and hopefully you had a great day too. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.